Mr. Chair, Your Honors, please. I'm Police Superintendent Dennis L. Wagas, currently the legal officer of the PNP Anti-Kidnapping Group, sir. With your kind permission. This case pertains to the G.X. Ju kidnapping case. G.X. Ju is a Korean national, 53 years of age, and resident of Friendship Plaza. The kidnapping case was allegedly committed on October 18 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. However, this case was only referred to the Angeles Police Station on October 19, 2016 at about 8:30 in the morning by the wife Choi Kyun-jin, claiming that the G.X. Ju was allegedly abducted and a robbery incident transpired. The incident was previously handled by the Angeles City Police Station. A SOCO team was investigated the incident in Friendship Plaza. On October 20, 2016, the victim's wife, Mrs. Choi, and her daughter appeared before the anti-kidnapping group and formally lodged their complaint for kidnapping for ransom. Mrs. Choi during that time submitted claimed that an ATM withdrawals was made in their BPI MasterCard of Eat Joy G. Upon tracing the same, the withdrawals was in Green Hills, San Juan. On October 21, 2016, the house helper, Ms. Marisa Dawis, sought the assistance of radio reporter Mon Tulpo, wherein they said the media personality referred the same to the PNP anti-kidnapping group. During the debriefing of Marisa Dawis, the house helper, she narrated that three unidentified male person who introduced themselves as police officer kidnapped her and her employee, Mr. G. According to the suspect, as relayed by the house helper, Mr. G was involved in illegal drugs activity. Further, Ms. Marisa Dawis narrated in detail that she was forced to board Mr. G's vehicle, a black Ford Explorer with plate number ABT 1915, wherein she saw her boss handcuffed inside the car and seated between two male persons. During the time of travel from Angeles City going to Quezon City, Mr. G offered the amount of 4 million, allegedly for his release. October 25, 2016, investigation made resulted to the identification of two suspected vehicles. One Toyota Hilux with plate number AAX 4655 and a Toyota Innova with plate number TXS 763. Verification with the Land Transportation Office that plate number AAX 4655 was registered to Miss Jinky Santa Isabel, the wife of SPO3 Ricky Santa Isabel. On the other hand, the Innova was registered to Miss Maria Teresa Bitug, mother of Ramon Yalong. Police Senior Superintendent Rodolfo Castil Jr., the chief of the Luzon Field Unit of the PNP Anti-Kidnapping Group, made verification with the Chief of Staff of the AIDG, Police Senior Superintendent Peralta, if indeed they have a personnel named SPO3 Ricky Santa Isabel. Yes, sir. The Luzon Field Unit Investigation Team of the AKG forwarded the request letter to the BPI West Green Hills Ortigas branch located in San Juan, and a copy of the CCTV footage was obtained, and due to strict bank policy, delayed the process of securing this CCTV. Mrs. Santa Isabel, together with Attorney Melita Go, appeared to Anti-Kidnapping Group headquarters and confirmed the ownership of the black Toyota Hilux plate number AAX 4655 and claimed that the same was used by her husband SPO3 Ricky Santa Isabel, assigned with the Anti-Illegal Drugs Group. Mrs. Mona Lisa Boiser Sobito, a neighbor of kidnapped victim, made her statement positively identifying SPO3 Santa Isabel through the picture presented to her and the driver of the black Toyota Hilux, who went on to help his cohorts in dragging the victim inside his car. Police Senior Superintendent Rodolfo Castil coordinated with AIDG, wherein SPO3 Ricky Santa Isabel, the Director, Police Senior Superintendent Albert Pero, Director AIDG, instructed Police Senior Superintendent Peralta to support AKG's effort and alerted one team if an entrapment pushes through. October 30, 2016, Mrs. Choi, wife of kidnapped victim, received a text message from a known user and demanded ransom in the amount of 5 million pesos. Without coordinating with the anti-kidnapping group, kidnapped victim's wife pursued with the payment of the said ransom money. On October 31, 2016, at about 10 o'clock in the evening at Central Town Mall near Jollibee, Porac, Pampanga, without proof of life. On November 2, 2016, Mrs. Choi received a text message demanding additional 4 million. On November 3, 2016, Major Lee Ji-hoon accompanied Mrs. Choi to the anti-kidnapping group. However, the kidnappers never made a demand again. On November 5, 2016, SPO3 Ricky Santa Isabel, together with Attorney Melita Go, Attorney Alison Samonte, and Police Superintendent Rafael Dumlao, team leader of SIU-2, AIDG, appeared to AKG headquarters. SPO3 Santa Isabel confirmed that he used the black Toyota Hilux with plate number AAX 4655 and claimed that he went inside the Friendship Plaza village.
Mr.
Mr.
Chairman,
5.
just
Yes, Senator
sorry, Superintendent Wagas, just a simple request. Since the presentation is coming on and off, can we ask the Secretariat to provide us with a copy of the presentation?
Can you provide the members of the committee
Yes,
copies?
yes.
Have you reproduced the copies of your presentation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay.
Sige, please proceed while the copies are being distributed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Page nga, pakilan. May I acknowledge the presence of Senator Grace po? By the way, you're number 3 on the list.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mga list 2 yung mga staff mo, Senator.
May I proceed, Your Honor? In that admission, that SPO3 Santa Isabel went to Friendship Plaza around 5 to 6 times, and the last one was on October 18, 26, in the guise that he's finding a house for their operation in Region 3, claiming that the same was under instruction of Police Superintendent Dumlao. November 10, 2016, anti-kidnapping group filed a case of kidnapping for ransom and serious illegal detention against SPO3 Santa Isabel, Ramon Yalong, and several John Does before the Department of Justice. On December 1, 2016, the first preliminary investigation hearing was conducted by Assistant Senior Prosecutor Hijamar Quintana, Jr. Ramon Yalong was present, while Santa Isabel was represented by his counsel, Attorney Melita Go. The second preliminary investigation hearing was on December 12, 2016. Complainant and witnesses were all present. However, the preliminary investigation was cancelled because Attorney Melita Go filed a motion to inhibit the said prosecutor in pursuing his effort for the preliminary investigation. The said case was reassigned to State Prosecutor Robert Jeffrey Villordon. However, on January 13, 2017, the Honorable Secretary of Justice Vitaliano Aguirre issued Department Order Number 031 directing Special State Prosecutor Olivia Torribillas to conduct the preliminary investigation and resolve the said case. On January 16, 2017, SPO4 Roy Villegas voluntarily surrendered to anti-kidnapping group and gave his extrajudicial confession, assisted by his counsel, Attorney Manuel Go. He gave the detailed narration of the kidnapping and eventual killing of the victim. Accordingly, on October 4, 2016, SPO3 Santa Isabel asked for his assistance, together with PO2 Christopher Baldovino, to go with them in Angeles City for a surveillance operation against illegal drugs. Villegas again went with SPO3 Santa Isabel to continue their surveillance operation in Angeles City. Accordingly, SPO3 Santa Isabel presented to the village guard an ID card in the name of Rudolph Reyes E. Go, and they were able to get inside the said Friendship Plaza and proceed to the target house south of the victim Ikju G in front of their house. PO2 Christopher Baldovino also gave his statement, manifesting his involvement on the surveillance operation on October 4, 2016 in Angeles City. Witness Marisa Dawis on her part also gave her supplemental statement regarding with the news that she watched on Channel 2 the interview of SPO3 Santa Isabel. identifying him as the person who went inside the house of Mr. G and introduced himself as police officer. Traveled until they reached Quezon City Memorial Circle. The group, covering 3 vehicles, an Exalta, the Hilux, and the Ford Explorer, they proceeded to Quezon City Memorial Circle for around 2 hours. Then they proceed to PNP training service, wherein Santa Isabel and Police Superintendent Dumlao communicated. Then they proceed to the PNP Oval and return to PNP training service again. On the night at around 10 o'clock in the evening or 11 o'clock in the evening, they went to the claimed Police Community Relation Group parking area wherein SPO3 Isabel strangled the victim to death and then brought his cadaver to Grimm Funeral Homes, Caloocan City, owned by alias Ding, later identified as a retired police officer, now a barangay captain, Gerardo Santiago. Verification then made at the firearm and explosive office and found out that Gerardo Santiago has an expired firearm. January 17, 2017. Prosecutor Torrevillas recommended for approval the resolution of finding of probable cause for the KFR case against SPO3 Santa Isabel, Ramon Yalong, SPO4 Roy Villegas, alias Sir Dumlao, alias Ding, alias Jerry, and alias Police. On January 18, 2017, based on the confession of SPO4 Villegas, the group applied for a search warrant. Search warrant was implemented on the same date. A golf set was recovered, and it was identified by SPO4 Villegas to be belongs to victim Mr. G. On January 19, 2017, Mrs. Choi appeared before the AKG and identified the golf set as that of her husband. On that day, Prosecutor General Victor Sepulveda approved the resolution filed by Prosecutor Torrevillas. January 20, 2017, warrant of arrest was issued against SPO3 Santa Isabel, SPO4 Villegas, and Yalong. The PNP anti-kidnapping group served the warrant of arrest against SPO3 Santa Isabel at NBI Manila. He was brought to AKG headquarters and undergone physical and medical examination and the booking of the said person. At about 9 o'clock in the evening of the same date, the SPO3 Santa Isabel was turned over to PNP Custodial Center Headquarters Support Service, Camp Crame, Quezon City. The same warrant of arrest is also served to SPO4 Roy Villegas, who was then at the custody of anti-kidnapping group. Accused Ramon Yalong voluntarily surrendered to the PNP anti-kidnapping group on the same day. January 23, 2017, the anti-kidnapping group made a request letter to the National Bureau of Investigation regarding the statement of SPO3 Santa Isabel and to the 5 employees of Grimm Funeral Homes and the employee of Nathaniel Crematory. However, as of now, they failed to give the same. January 24, 2017, anti-kidnapping group able to get a copy of the death certificate of certain Jose Buamar Salvador from St. Nathaniel Crematory Service. Based on record, cremation was done on October 19, 2016. the cadaver was brought by one Epiphany M. Gutera, who assumed was a niece of a dead person. Investigation of the same reveals that Gutera is the liaison officer of Grim Funeral Service. Further, the anti-kidnapping group secured the certification before the local government of Caloocan City and certified that the said death certificate of Jose Bumar Salvador is a fake document. AKG on the same day returned the warrant of arrest before the Regional Trial Court Branch 58 of Angeles City with the motion of AKG to retain custody of the two accused, namely Villegas and Santa Isabel, for the reason of security and further investigation. The said motion was granted by the court. As such, the retention of the accused before the anti-kidnapping group through the PNP Custodial Center. AKG also filed supplemental complaint before the Department of Justice with motion for preliminary investigation, considering that we already named clear with the name of other respondent in this case, which is now pending for resolution of the Department of Justice. Your Honor, please.